Okay, welcome back, everybody. Um, Looking at the map for the first time, really. This game is so much fun so far. Just 1 hour in, having a great time. And, oh god. No, no. Um, so just looking at this River of the Dead, Hopper Pond, Forest of Spirits, Eastern Abbey, and Mount Hylia. So I don't. I think sometimes it can be underrated how things are named. So these all are so interesting. Great. It's not just a plateau. It's a great plateau. Not too much you could do a plateau, but like just but Forest of Spirits, Hopper Pond. Maybe not the most interesting name, but still not just a pond. Eastern Abbey. Abbey is a great name. I like abbeys to describe something. That I wonder if that's the area where that church is, maybe. River of the Dead, fantastic, and Mount Hylia. All these places I want to go, almost on the name of itself. So, but I zoomed out on accident, and that was a bit much. That really it overwhelmed me a tad, but it's also really exciting to just see how far can you get in this game. Where will this take me? But let's just hop back into here. All right, so how do I get down? I mean, I think actually there's stairs right here, but how? Okay. Oh boy. All right, let's go. Climb down. I am really looking forward to whatever item I need to get or ability I need to unlock to climb faster. If I let go, am I going to get hurt? Okay, good. Alright, now what? If there's a faster way down and I missed it, I'm going to be very disappointed. But, alright, well I can just... okay, great, I can fall down here. I'm not going to look forward to climbing back up here, that's for sure, if I have to. That's going to take a while. Alright. Yeah. What? Badass. My. It would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower? That's a very pointed question, sir. What do you know? You know something. I heard a voice. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? I mean, I think it's the person who did the voice from Turok 2 Seeds of Evil. But in the game, I think it's Zelda, but I shouldn't know that. I see. Well, that's unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity surrounding the castle. Oh, I can... Ooh. Well, that's cool that you can actually, like, control the camera in mid-dialogue. That is Calamity Ganon. Calamity Ganon. Calamity Jane. Alright, 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle. Oh no. Okay. The very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. I said oh no because I thought my mic wasn't on, but it was. Okay. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. Ooh. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? So, they're dropping so many things I want to talk about here. Hold on. I do. So, I'm writing it down because I want to remember to talk about it later, but I want to get through this. I had a feeling you would say that. Here, on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. Unique New York. Unique New York. I gotta practice my enunciations. Alright. Surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. That's actually really cool, though. It looks really nice. If you were to try to jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. That's a little aggressive, Link. I'm not going to ask him to hand it over. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes. Didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not. I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? The isolated plateau. Open adventure log. After your descent from the tower, old man tell you the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed 100 years ago by Calamity Ganon. You heard a voice coming from Hyrule Castle. You cannot reach it unless you leave the plateau using the paraglider. The old man said that he'll give you the paraglider in exchange for a treasure that lies within a hidden location somewhere. Alright. Okay, come on. Let me show you something. I mean, can't you, like... I feel like if I was you, I would put something, like, around my little tin box. So that way it wouldn't clank every time I walked. Where'd you really go that far? Oh. Do you see that structure there? One shining with a strange light. I do, actually. It began glowing at the exact moment these towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe. So, like, you clearly know a lot, and you're clearly mysterious. You got a hood on and everything. But I'm always a bit wary of... Oh. I'm always a bit wary about... What is that? There is time! Down the bottom here. There's a sound bar. There's a... Ooh. Alright. I'm always a bit wary of... This game is so easy to get distracted. People that are clearly keeping everything close to the vest, and then now he wants to bargain. But like, oh man. The fact that there is time. So, the thing is, I didn't play Majora's Mask because even though you can manipulate time, there is kind of like, it's a 3-day cycle and the world ends, and that kind of like time frame really kind of, I don't know, it adds a level of stress I didn't really find enjoyable. Maybe at some point I'll go back and play it, but for now, I still, even when it came out into now, I haven't really wanted to. But now, so many games have a day-night cycle. I play Minecraft a lot, and you just get used to it. So, I don't think it'll be a big issue. I think it's really kind of adds a fun mechanic to the game. Obviously, for just a visual, seeing the sun track through the sky, and then what everything looks like at night, and usually it's a bit more difficult at night. But anyway, that sound thing is so... That's so crazy. So I'm gonna come over this way, see what these guys are up to. Doesn't look good. Okay, so, and I didn't realize this, but I did go into the controls. There is motion controls to aim, which is really cool. Okay, cool. So how many arrows do I have? Ah. Come on. I'm out of arrows. I'm out of arrows. Ah! Okay. So I just swung my little nunchuck thing around like a silly person. So I went defaulted back to Twilight Princess. What? Ding ding ding, like a boxing ring bell. Take the bow, take your teeth and your horns and whatever else you're dropping here. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Book of Blow. A crude goblin club made to clobber small prey. It's essentially a stick, but so its durability is low. Okay, good to know. Okay, so I can switch shields quickly. So they're the same. Okay. Oh, can I? Is this breakable? Okay. Let me try with the club. No, okay. Get your cardio up, Link. Yeah. Nice. Oh. Nice. Oh. Oh. You pass time by the fire, sit by the fire until. Nice. Okay, good to know. So I can make a fire potentially, but if I find a fire, I can use it to pass the time. Let's cook something. Let's cook what we have. Here we go. Hold. Okay, back. Drop. Ooh. Simmered fruit. This sweet dish is made of heapy tasty fruits. It's simmered until tender. Oh, it's better if you put it in a pan. Check a meal's ingredients by selecting it from your inventory and then selecting a recipe. Oh, so if you hold different things and then you throw in the pan. Ah, okay, I get it. Yes. So what if I... What's the recipe? Oh, just 5 apples. Okay, cool. Okay, so what if I do this? Select. Cancel. Okay, what if I... Okay, so let's take this. Let's take one of you. One of you. One of you. Let's just start with these. And then cook. Aha! Steamed fruit. A regional dish made by steaming near ripened fruits, the leaves of fragrant plants. How fun. Oh. Oh no. I can't wait to not have to deal with that. This gives 5 hearts, this gives 4 hearts. Sort. Oh, perfect. Okay. Sort it by how good it heals you. Alright, so now, can I hold? Okay. It says critters, so I'm not going to do that. Feet put away. And I'm going to take you. And back. And then I'm going to cook you. No! Cook. Oh! Dubious food. It's too gross to even look at. Bizarre smell issues from teeth. Eating won't hurt you, though. Probably. It sounds like I cook it. What if I... Oh, no. Okay. So what do I have for weapons here? So that's not good. These are not good. I guess I'll just use the sword till it's gone. So how do I get over there? Did I go the wrong way? Can I get through up there? Can I climb you? I can. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if these do anything. I know one of the games I think you get tablets or something. You put them, you bring them somewhere. So that's interesting. So. Alrighty. Omen out shrine. Swim. Again. Oh. Okay, so I can't swim underwater yet. But I'm getting tired. Alrighty. Oh, hey, what's going on? Okay. Alrighty. So we're at the shrine. Now, does this show up on the map though? It does. Okay, good. Oh, you know what? Let me stamp this. So I remember to come back. That is a smart idea. So. Stamp. No. Treasure. Bang. Great. Let's hop in here. It's getting dark. Alright. I wonder if you can pay with this thing, too. Travel gate registered to map. Travel gate? Access granted. Alright, let's go. Is this an elevator? Alright. Check the screen for hints. Surely aid you in your journey. Adventurous heart must never stop seeking knowledge. I wonder if those symbols are a real language. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Omanao. In the name of the goddess Zelda, I missed the last word. I think it said start the trial. Okay, now I know I need to read faster. Games should have the ability to do a read speed or allow you to cycle through. I think when they don't give you a lot of time to read, they're not really taking into account people who might not be their best language or just don't read that fast. So these look like constellations. And then this looks like books or something. More constellations. What? Great. Alright, so examine. Sheikah Slate. Authenticated distilling rune. So now what? Ooh, new ability. Manipulate objects using magnetism. Grab a metallic object using magnetic energy that pulls forth from the magnetic sword. Object held in magnetic star can be lifted and moved. Lifted up and moved freely. Oh boy, this. Okay, puzzle time. Use selected rune from Sheikah Slate. Okay. What? Whoa. So you toggle it on and off by hitting the button. Great. And then the up button lets you change what you have. I only have the one ability. So let me activate. And then, oh, and I can use my controller's motion abilities to move this around. And then catch it. And I did catch the classic. Classic. I don't know if I'm going to keep this on. I keep forgetting it's there. So when I start to use an ability, I don't I'm trying to use my stick to navigate to it, but then I'm also moving my hand, not realizing that it affects it. So we'll see. I might turn that off. Anything else in there that I can use inside? Can I can't get that one here. Okay. So, anything else in here? I don't think so. Okay. Let's head down. There's a ladder, not using it. It's kind of interesting how there's more technology. Like, everything seems more technological. Like, this grid line. There's, like, more technology than I'm used to in these games, as far as, like, an aesthetic or mechanic. Okay, so I got this guy. Where do you need to go? Oh. Nice. Oh, fun. Fun. Alrighty. Nope. Jump. There we go. Uh-oh. Ah! Ah! Oh, yeah. Locked it. Get out of here. I broke it. Ancient spring. A spring used in ancient machinery. It's light and buoyant enough to float on water, and no matter how many times it's compressed, it never loses tension. Interesting. I'll take it. Ancient screw. Screw is an ancient machinery. It's made of an unknown material. No matter how many times it's turned, it never seems to show signs of wear. How convenient. How convenient. Okay. Anything in the water? Don't see anything. Okay. I don't think I want to fall in the water, but it looks like I've got to use this to keep the bridge going. Activate. Oops. Nice. Cancel. Nice. Get out. Alrighty. That is, it's really responsive, really fun. Makes me want to play a Ghostbusters game on the Switch. That was really cool. That is what I'm looking forward in these games that are very well made by Nintendo. They're really good at not only just the big things, but the little things. How things feel, how things look, how things respond. And it just feels natural. It's really awesome. Who are you? So that symbol looks familiar from these games, I think. I feel like that symbol may have been in other games. You're proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omanao, the creator of this trial. Oh, I didn't quite see the face before, and now I see it. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Hylia, and dedicated to helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of Goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept the Spirit Orb. A symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of a shrine. So, there's a couple of times it's come up courage. So, anybody who's played this game knows there's the Triforce. I wonder how big of an impact the Triforce will have in this game. But Triforce is made of 3 triangles, symbols of power. Or one is a symbol of power, one is a symbol of wisdom, and one is a symbol of courage. And when it breaks apart in, I think, both Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time, Link ends up with the one from courage. Ganondorf ends up with the one for power, and Zelda ends up with the one for wisdom. So the fact that they're probably going to keep on the theme of courage with a lot of these different lore items you get or conversations you have is I think it's interesting. It's good to kind of keep a lot of the through lines of these games the same. Okay, so I got a symbol of courage. Probably gonna. I wonder if that's gonna come to be a factor in like leveling things up or whatnot. Well, I know the guy wants it, so I wonder if it's gonna be a form of currency with this person specifically or with others going down the road. May the goddess smile upon you. So my music bow allow you to target tilting. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. I like the mechanic in theory. And, oh. Okay. Hi. You don't have to. You don't have to do that every time. Like, there are nicer ways to announce your arrival that aren't completely terrifying. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. Paraglider, please. Money, please. How did you know? Clairvoyance, or perhaps something similar. Okay, old man, with apparently all the answers, but not. Okay, mysterious Dumbledore would only give me a certain piece of information when it's convenient for you. All right. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what's right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can be crystal clear. Perhaps that's not true for everyone. The appearance of these towers and the waking of the shrine. It's all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. Paraglider, please! What do you mean? It has been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. Yes, okay. So, yeah, I did see that symbol before. So that was on Sheik in Ocarina time. Don't know if I've seen it anywhere else. But I do remember that being on Sheik. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and again. Look at that. Look at that. Anybody knows? I guess if you know, you know. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago. Or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. 3 more plateaus on this island. Or 3 more shrines on this plateau, sorry. 3 shrines on Great Plateau. Alrighty. Bring me the treasure from each of these shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. Wait! What? What? You said 1, sir. You said 1. I'm gonna go with the aggressive one. That's. Oh well. I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Okay. All right. You know, I was just mildly suspicious of you, but now I would have been fine if you just told me there's multiple ones and just start with that one. But now, I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. Okay, listen, buddy. All right. Since I am feeling generous, I'll also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey an area by looking around from a high point, like in Assassin's Creed. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again? That's... Okay, are you joking? I'm afraid not, but do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at your map on the Sheikah slate. See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. You travel instantly to any places. Oh, thank God. Alright. Whew. Also, I don't know. Ooh. Is that an owl? Okay, alright. Or so I've heard some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. Okay. The old man explained that there are a total of 4 shrines on the plateau. He said that he will give you a paraglider once you acquire the spirit orb from all these shrines. He told you to survey the plateau from the top tower to find the remaining shrines. He also pointed out that you use your Sheikah slate. Need to travel quickly. Alright. Alright. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know if I would have tried it, and I don't know if I want to walk around here at night yet. My weapons are not great, and they break really easily. Anyway. No. Wait. Is that the right place? I think it's the right place. Shrine of Resurrection. It's a bit ominous, if I have to say so. Once I'm done with this, I need more coffee. Alrighty. Yeah, I went to the wrong place. Oops. It didn't... These don't feel that far apart. Right, well, maybe they are. So, an interesting thing about the Zelda... Like, I remember when I played a few of the games, and I just took them as just face value, and that they're just different stories in this universe. But then, apparently they are part of a timeline, and they all are connected in some way with different multiversal stuff. And I haven't looked into that too much. I think I will at some point, just to kind of see how everything fits together. But I also feel like I'm happy to just take each story, you know, unless there's no direct, like, clearly Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are directly related to each other, as one's a sequel to the first, from my understanding. But, like, A Link to the Past, to Ocarina of Time, to Majora's Mask, to Twilight Princess, I'm not sure how much they really need to connect. So, but maybe if I look more into it, it'll make sense and actually be more interesting. I know Wind Waker explored it a bit, and that's when I started to key in that, hey, maybe some of these things that had happened in some of these other games affected future games, or at least tied into them. But yeah. So now let's look around here. So, like I said, I wish I could zoom. So that's the one I just beat, right? Yeah. So where... Okay. So there's one out here. I wonder if is that off the edge of the map? I guess it just must be in the Eastern Abbey. So let me stamp it here. So I use this for it. Maybe a generic star. No, I'll use this. I'll use this color for them. Use this guy. Okay. Kind of matches the aesthetic. So I think there's one up that way. I think, oh, and there's one up there. Looks like there's one up there. So it must be up here in the hill somewhere. Oops. Oh, you can't reuse them. You can reuse these. Okay, so I'll get rid of you and use a star. Okay. And then there's another one up there. It must be somewhere in the Forest of Spirits. Or maybe it's up higher? Beyond the Forest of Spirits. Maybe up here. Okay. That makes sense. I'll get these buttons right one of these days. There we go. Alright. So let's head over here. Actually, I want to go here. I'm going to go here first. Did I? Okay, that is right. Okay. All right. You know, I could get down so much easier if you just gave me that. No. Now then. I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this advantage point to search for shrines. Do you know about the... No, I didn't know about that. Look through it and you can stick a pin. Alright, well, you learn the hard way. Press to place a pin. Pins and their map serve as reference points for travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. I got it. Go ahead and take a look. Alright. Oh, and that's how you crouch. Okay. Oh, and I'm moving. I think I almost fell off the edge. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. I'm moving my hand. Okay. You know, this is good. This is good for me to practice. Seeing how well my pins match up to where I thought they were on the map. Hey. Got that one, got that one. I need to get this one. There we go. Now let's see how I did. Okay. Okay, that one's close. That one, I pretty much nailed that one. That one not even close, and this one also not even. I would have just been on the wrong side of that River of the Dead. Samsonite was way off. All right. Okay, so. All right, delete. Delete. And delete. Alright, well, I recorded me making a fool of myself. That's part of the risk of doing this, right? Alright. Alright, now I gotta get down still. Oh, it's morning. Perfect timing. Alright. That's it. Do you have anything else to add? Any other fun tips for me? No. Bye. Still wish to acquire paraglider and spend the effort. I will not simply give it away, you see. Okay. Well, I'm off to this castle you told me about, or not castle, church or temple. Or, I forgot what you called it. I'm sure when I get near it, it'll pop up on my screen. Alrighty. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let us go. Oh, I like that. There's a real shadow being cast over the world and watching it, and it moves with the time. Fantastic. Great touch. Glad it's in there. Is this my arrow? Where do these arrows come from? I don't mind if I do. Cool. Alrighty. So everybody out there that may be listening and watching, I'm curious as to who you watch. If you watch people stream games, like what games do you like to watch? What personalities you like to watch? Personally, I've really been into just as an entertaining person to watch, or people to watch. Jacksepticeye, Day9. I do have a lot of interest in. They do play games I think I would be interested in playing, but a lot of times they play games I wouldn't necessarily be interested in playing, but I do just like watching them. They're really good at just being entertaining and conversing. A lot of them stream as well. So who do you like to watch play games? And is it more the games that they're playing, or is it more just who they are, and how engaging they are? Be happy to hear that. I'm always on the lookout for other people that are fun to watch as well. Alright. Also, as I'm playing this game, I really want to engage with it in a very pure experience. I don't I don't really want anybody out there telling me where to go, what to do. A lot of times I might even ask, what is this for? Why is this here? Where maybe I can get this thing that will help me. I don't need that answer from anybody. I really want to just find it on my own. There's always a chance sometime down the road I might get so stuck. Or I might just say, screw it. Please tell me what this thing does. But unless I specifically ask for somebody to tell me, just let me enjoy this game. I know I've watched people. This is a nice little flat area. I know I've watched people. I remember watching a guy called Little Indigestion, funny name, play A Link to the Past, and he got to a point where he had the monkey Kiki to get into the temple, and he couldn't figure out where to go. And I remember I got stuck in there for a long time when I first played the game, but watching him was brutal. Try to figure it out. He does like half-hour chunks of his videos, and he spent pretty much the whole half hour just wandering around and around and around trying to figure out where to go. And it was tough to watch, but that's his experience in that. And you got to let him go. You have to let him do it, and it can be tough to experience as a viewer. And we try to do our best, just not to provide those boring lulls like might be happening right now as I'm just standing here talking to you. But I really want to find things and discover them for myself, and hopefully it doesn't result in too many times where it's just really difficult to watch the struggle. But the struggle is part of it. The struggle is, and that's one of the reasons why I like the night. He talks about. He takes it a little step further. He said suffering is the experience, or this is the game. But I try not to want to. I don't really come to video games to suffer, but I do like to come to video games to get the challenge and to learn. And I like the puzzling aspect of a lot of them. So, please don't provide any spoilers. Please don't try to tell me where to go, what to do. Even if you think it'll help me out or provide a better experience for your watching or other people, I just really want to experience this on my own. And I do minimal research, especially in this game. Some games I might do a little more research than others, just to figure out order of playing, if something is actually a DLC or not, because sometimes games come packaged with all DLC, and it can kind of be weird if you experience the DLC early or whatnot. But other than that, I'll just... Whoa. Oh! I can flip? Oh, yes. Yeah! Oh, no. There's a chest here. Hylian trousers. Oh, yeah. They're better. Alright. This is 2. This is 4. Yes. Put these on. Yeah. So I wonder how that works. I wonder if this has a durability to it, and I also wonder what the 4 means exactly. Is that like how many, like, heart, like, because obviously each heart is actually like 3/4, like you could take 1/4 of a heart of damage. So is that 4 actually how many quarters of heart of damage it prevents? I'll be interested to see if I can find more. Maybe the game tells you somewhere. This is a perfect example of something not to tell me and let me to figure out on my own. But cool. I found some pants. They, oh my god. They are seemingly 2 units of whatever better than this one. So, and they're just a slightly different color. Oh, they're different boots. Yeah, they look better. Alright. So here's another interesting question. When you play games, sometimes they give you something that's statistically better, but you like the way something else looks, and not every game gives you the ability to change the cosmetic of it. How often do you choose the worst piece of equipment because it looks better, or do you always just choose the better option for your character to be better at the game? Just curious to know. Why am I stuck? I'm stuck. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, how funny is that? I think it was last video where it's like, oh, jellies aren't that scary. You wouldn't, why? I don't know why they're a monster. And immediately, jump cut to, ah, when one pops out of it. One pops out of a, oh great. Out of a barrel. All right. I need better weapons for sure. Hopefully this isn't a mistake coming here. Temple of Time. Oh. I can hear the Temple of Time music in my head right now from Ocarina Time. The monastery, what do you call it? Just the monastery moaning you hear. That thing looks kind of scary. It'll be kind of interesting to go back through some of these games and see how many things look almost like just like if there's a, this is an exact model, just rundown version of the original. Interesting. I'll just finish off with, I'll just finish this X off. But how nice. There's something about the aesthetic of a nice ruined castle. One thing I would love to do, someday, is to go see some real, like, castles in the United Kingdom, Great Britain. I really like that. Obviously, you don't get too many of those here where I live, but I just like the look of it. And I like the feeling sometimes when you walk into a place, you could imagine it almost transports you back in time and how it would look. So, let's see here. This music's too peaceful. It's really nice though. Woo! You give me new. Nice. Nope, I keep that. I'm confused. Okay, here we go. Okay, perfect. I got more of these. Okay, great. This is kind of like your Dark Souls move. You have a shield, just walk around the corner, holding it up. Go! Okay. And then... Sorry. Yes. This is the game. This is... If you don't think I'm gonna break every pot I come across, I'm sorry if you thought that, but it's a requirement. I signed a contract before I started saying if you come across a pot, you must break it, and that's what I will be doing. Content. All right, what do I get? Do I get a new shirt? A small bow used for patrols. It does do a lot of damage, but use attack foes from a distance. Does everything have durability? Because I'll be really sad if I equip... Oh. I'll be really sad if I equip this thing. And then... Um, how do you switch to the bow? Oh. Okay. I'll be really sad if you find a bow in a chest and then it breaks 5 minutes later. But okay. Oh boy. Like, this is not... I don't remember Temple of Time looking like this. And it's clearly in ruins anyway. But automatically, just knowing it's the Temple of Time and just walking into this, like, I feel so many feelings. It's sort of nostalgia, sort of bittersweet. The music is incredible for establishing a tone of like, reverence and maybe a bit of sadness. Pray. You have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed the spirit orbs can offer you great power, but you do not have 4 spirit orbs. Seek out the shrines scattered across Hyrule and face more challenges. Once you have claimed 4 spirit orbs, return to me. Huh. So, like... the old man wants the orbs, doesn't he? So, is it going to be a thing where I do it, he gives me the paraglider, and then he just tells me to come here anyway? Is he not actually going to keep it? Is this kind of still like a test? He doesn't actually want the orbs, he's just testing me? Anyway, this is a great... oh, this music is so good. This is a great place for me just to stop here. Temple of Time. And, yeah, I'll go to the shrine right behind here next. I'm assuming I can just get to it easily. And we'll go from there. I can't wait to see what's next in this game, but whew, just coming here, it just gives me feelings from my other games, and it's just a great atmosphere to walk into, and what a great reveal. I didn't even suspect. I can't wait to see what else is kind of hidden in this world that are references to other games and other things in these Zelda games that are really iconic. But thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. I can't, there'll be more like this, obviously. And I don't even know what my next game will be, but I know I'll be playing this for quite some time. Take care. See you next time.